Hey guys, welcome to 5 things to understand before running Google Ads. Now, this is important from a client perspective as well as an agency perspective. So, we're kind of, laying the groundwork of what you can expect and what you should, understand before running Google Ads. Um, what we like to do and what we find works best with our clients ourselves is we are great at expectation management. So, we basically negative sell them on Google Ads. We tell them the absolute worst case scenarios and the best case scenarios as well. Just being completely honest. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So there are absolutely no performance guarantees when it comes to Google. An effective Google ad campaign will take at least 90 days to mature and then additional, 4 to 12 months to grow into a really strong campaign and pump out consistent results. If an agency is offering a performance guarantee, it's just a sales tactic. I'm telling you that right now. Approach everything as a test. So what we do is we take on what's called risk assumption. So we want to eliminate as much risk from our clients as possible when that comes to them paying us. So instead of working as a retainer based agency where a company would pay us say $2,000 a month to manage their ads, we work on a performance based. So what that looks like, and it's tailored between each one of our clients, but generally what it looks like is we get a certain percentage of total sales after we generate them 2x return on ad spend. So for example, if our clients were spending $1,000 for the first month, we would have to generate them $2,000 first before we start taking any percentage off of the sales. This way we are in it together basically. And yeah, that's kind of how our pricing model works. So we're not giving guarantees per se, we're just averting the risk from the client. Stop offering guarantees if you are an agency and stop asking for guarantees. It's fine if what we're doing, to, like I said, taking on the risk assumption. But if you're guaranteeing someone's going to make 5x in the month, just stop that because it's not realistic at all. Approach everything as a test, right? So all we can do is do it the right way. And we're going to be testing and see if your company, can excel on Google within the first 90 days. So slide number 2, Google Ads can only be as successful as the business model. So if your competitors are more aggressively priced than you, you have a better quality product, a more efficient sales engine, Google Ads is only going to amplify these disparities. There's a great quote by Bill Gates, and it goes, automation applied to an inefficient process only amplifies the inefficiency. So, if your business model is lacking, if you haven't tested your product bundles, your pricing, then it's really just going to amplify those inefficiencies. So Google is a great place to start when you have done some market research, market test, proof of concept on your business. I don't know your industry. I know Google. So I can set up the campaigns the way they're supposed to. I can do research on the competitors. We can forecast what the campaign would look like, but you are really the only person that knows your business as well as anyone else. So like I said before, automation applied to an inefficient process only amplifies the inefficiency. So we really have to keep that in mind. Google Ads can't fix a losing model. It will only show you that your model is losing, right? Which is also a great way to see if your business is working or not, right? You can amplify it on Google and you'll see whether it works or whether it doesn't. And you can kind of regroup and see why that is. So Google's great in that sense as well. So point number 3 here is Google Ads takes time and money. It's simple as that. To varying degrees, you can accelerate the timeline by adding money, or you can save money by allowing for more time. So just think of it as, an X and Y axis. The more money you have, the less time it's going to take to optimize that campaign. And then the latter being the more time you have, the less money you can spend. And, these are really two things businesses don't have. So really just spend the money you're willing to gamble, I would say. It's really not gambling if you're doing it the right way, but it's educated guesswork, right? Like I said in the first slide, there is no performance guarantees, and it does take Google really 90 days to optimize the campaign and pump out consistent results. So you might have, a 0.5x return the first month, and you could have a 10x the second month. There's really no way to certainly know. And the more money you pump into it, the faster it's going to take to optimize. So that's what we have for point 3. So point number 4, Google Ads strategy and its features change regularly. So as soon as you crack the code, as we say, it changes. This is why agencies exist. This is why I exist. And most people or some people before have been like, oh, great, we found what works. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your work. And, they leave. And our mantra, I probably shouldn't say this, but is they'll be back. And, they kind of come back with their tail tucked between their legs, and they're like, hey guys, can we come back? It didn't work out as well as we thought it would. So, and then they'll never leave again, right? So remember the thing I said about there being no guarantees? I lied, and there is one. So everything will change all of the time. And this is why it's so important to keep on top of your campaigns and constantly, looking through the different metrics. If there's any disparities between them, changing them accordingly. This is why it's so important to have someone, dedicated, whether it's an in-house person or in a perfect world, whether it's us looking through your Google campaigns every single day. That's really the only way it's going to constantly pump out great results. If you just leave it and you're like, boom, we found out what works, we'll just leave it, pray to the gods it works still, it's not going to. It's going to change like this. Okay, so that's point number 4. So number 5, the last point we have here, Google Ads is the most powerful advertising platform on the planet. And that's if you know how to use it, right? So there's a reason why Google is the largest and most profitable advertising network on the planet, and that is not on accident. So basically, the companies that excel with using Google have a belief before going in that they know it can work, right? So they're the ones that through thick and thin, they stay with it. Even, after 30 days of trying something and it's not getting them the results that they wanted, they're sticking to it until Google, finds what it's supposed to do. It's the same thing as, an overweight person wanting to lose weight. They have to believe the fact that they are going to lose weight over time. It's not going to take, they're not going to wake up tomorrow and they're going to have a 6-pack abs. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some, adversity to go through, but they'll end up having that 6-pack, just staying with it, keeping consistent. And that's the same kind of ideology we have with these businesses as well. You have to stay with it, power through the shitty times and the good times will come. So that's point number 5. And that's probably the most important point. So yeah, guys, if I missed anything, put it down in the comments. I'd love to, maybe make a part 2 on this. If you have any questions, you can reach out to my Instagram handles. They're just below this video here. You can see at Nigel Guile is my personal on Instagram, and then at GOS_advertising is the agency's account, and I am the manager on that as well. So if you have a question, just pop it in there. And as well, guys, if you are if you are a business owner, I have a scheduling link in the description of this video, and we can have a free 30-minute strategy session on your business. So my team and I will make a full strategy report for your business completely for free. We'll show you, what you have set up correctly on Google, what you need to add, and as well, we'll do a free website audit. So we will check to see your website load times, and because, if you have a long load time on your website, conversion rate just drops significantly. So if you're looking for some insane value from the jump, please don't be afraid to schedule a call with me below. And with that, guys, I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for watching. Cheers.